Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's SCORE Fairfield County's live webinar on how to make money with a blog. I'm Bob Hogan, the webinar coordinator today and a business mentor here at SCORE Fairfield County. I'm going to be your host, and our presenter is Holly Hurd. More on Holly in just a minute, but first some brief information on SCORE. SCORE has over 11,000 volunteers across the country, and we are part of the Small Business Administration. Locally here in Fairfield County, we have over 130 volunteers of industry, process, and subject matter expertise. Holly, if you could change the slide, please. We offer 3 primary value-added services to small business owners. First of all, we offer free one-on-one counseling by face-to-face, but in these times it's via video. We can also do counseling by telephone and email. And you can access that counseling by going to our website and clicking on the Request a Mentor link that is on our website at fairfieldcounty.score.org, or you can also use the link that you see on the screen there. Our second primary service is providing educational workshops and webinars like the one today, and we offer over 150 of those throughout the year. And lastly, we offer a wide range of extensive resources on our website, access to subject matter experts. Our next live webinar will be next Tuesday on May the 12th at 11 a.m. The topic is The Secret to Accelerating Your Business for Maximum Growth with Chris Salem presenting. And you can find more specifics on our website, fairfieldcounty.score.org. You'll also find on our website a large number of archived webinars on a wide range of business topics. So if you've missed any of our webinars in the past, you can always catch them on our website at your leisure and listen to the recording. Just a few comments on today's webinar. We have set aside time for questions at the end of the presentation. So if you have a question, please use the chat feature. You can get that by hovering at the bottom of your screen and clicking on the chat feature. And Holly will take them toward the end of our session today. But you can put them in at any time. We will end our webinar sharply at 1 o'clock to respect your time. And lastly, the webinar is being recorded and the link to it will be available within about 48 hours. Again, you can go to our website and click on demand webinars to access the recording. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker. Holly Hurd is the founder of VentureMom.com, a blog and platform devoted to sharing the stories of women who have their own businesses to inspire others to do the same. Holly has interviewed hundreds of women on her blog, making her uniquely qualified to speak on blogging and the small business startup. In her book, Venture Mom, From Idea to Income in Just 12 Weeks, Holly gives female founders a step-by-step guide to creating their own income. I'll now turn it over to Holly. Holly, it's all yours.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Great. Just checking, want to make sure since we are live. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here for me and my Make Money with the blog. So I'm going to jump right in. I did last week blogging for beginners, which I'm sure SCORE has on their website, which you can go back and listen to and get the tips on getting started on your blog. And I talked a little bit about why start a blog. You want to share something you're knowledgeable about. You want to journal. You want to educate people. You want to promote your business, you want to meet new people, and you want to make money. And that's why we're here today. I'd like to start out with photographs and talking about what you could blog about. And this will lead into how we monetize certain things. So when you look at the photograph of the gentleman standing by the motorcycle, I could come up with several blog ideas here. It might be gentleman's dress, how to upgrade your wardrobe. It might be working on motorcycles. It might be purchasing motorcycles. It might be a workshop in your garage, or it might be, how to get a job in a car or motorcycle repair shop. When you look at the woman sitting on the cityscape behind her, sitting in her workout clothes, this blog could be about working out. It could be about workout clothes. It could be find your happiness. It could be what life is like in the city, and multiple other things. When you see the woman in the garden on the right, That could be what to do in your spare time. That could be a lifestyle blog. That could be growing your own food. That could be a gardening blog or a landscaping blog. So that gives you an idea of the number of things you could blog about. Quickly, your subject is going to be your passion. You certainly want to be passionate about something, something that you have a knowledge about. It could be something you discover. It could be what you're doing, like raising a newborn or launching a teen, or empty nesting. It could be about your product that you offer or your service. So I'm assuming that you've come up with your topic, you've got a really great name for it, and you've branded your blog by coming up with a logo and your colors and your fonts and your voice, which is very important. So now to our subject, monetize your blog. So this can be overwhelming, but I'm here to show you that I want you to narrow it down and keep it easy. So this slide shows you all of the ways you can monetize your blog. And this is what I mean by it being overwhelming. And if you shoot me an email, I'm happy to send you this slide. I don't expect you to read it all now. The point is that I'm showing you there are a million ways to monetize your blog. You just have to find out what's right for you. Here's another example. I want you to create a circle of income of things that you want to work towards. And again, this is quite a few. But what I'm going to do today is go over my favorite 8 income streams and give you examples on how to monetize each of these income streams. So the first income stream is advertising. Now, let's assume your blog is about, let's say you preview or review exercise studios in your area. And the photograph of the woman in the exercise gear sitting high above the city is one of your blog posts. And let's say your blog is called Get Fit Now. And each week you blog about a different exercise studio in your area. So that's your voice. You're going to take the classes in the studios and you're going to review them. You're going to say check-in was seamless. I paid up front. I took the class. The teachers were great. The studio was wonderful. I wish they'd had this, but they're working on that. So let's say that's your blog. So the number of ads that you can get, there are multiple sources for ads. So let's say you build a following in your area, your county, your town, your city. The studios that you're reviewing would certainly pay you for an ad. The trainers that maybe they're individual trainers or trainers outside of the studios, that's a whole other circle and email list that you would want to collect and promote your advertising to. Small exercise clothing lines would pay to advertise on your site. Smoothie shops, food shops, healthy food service. Now, all of your ads, what you charge, you can start out small. They're going to be based on the number of followers you have and the number of views you have in your blog and the number of newsletter subscribers you have. So the way I work my blog is I send out a newsletter with a link to the blog. So if I have, let's say I'm running Get Fit Now and I've previewed the bar class, ABC bar class. So I write that blog, I post it on my blog. I also send out a newsletter and direct people to link to the blog to read more. So when I go to the studio and say, would you like to advertise on my blog? I can say, I have 5,000 people who receive my newsletter. I have an open rate of 40%, and I have a click-through rate of X. I'm going to charge you $250 for an ad on my newsletter or in my on my blog. So there are many ways you can advertise with a blog by posting ads. You can also do Google AdSense. I really prefer you, if you can get your own ads, that's great. Google AdSense and other affiliate networks like that, they're choosing based on their algorithms and what type of people follow your blog. Um, you don't always have control. In fact, you have no control over what they're showing on your blog. Somebody's asking, how many followers or page views do you need to monetize? For me, it's more about the quality. So my followers, are a certain demographic. So if you can go out and say let's say you're doing motorcycle reviews and everyone on your site is into motorcycles, you would promote to the motorcycle vendor or parts person and say, listen, I have your audience. So it's more about the quality of the followers than the number. So someone's asking, is it $250 monthly or a one-time fee? If you email me, I can show you how I would set it up, and each person is different. So you may say, I charge $250 to place your ad in my newsletter and on my blog. So each newsletter, you could charge $250 for each newsletter you're sending out each week, and you could get 5 people to pay you $250 to have their ad go out in your newsletter. So we're going to move on to number 2, which is affiliates, and that's represented by the storefront here. So affiliates, there are large affiliate networks that, let's say you have a clothing blog or you're doing the exercise clothing. So when you join an affiliate, and these are like Ratcon is an affiliate, RE Style is an affiliate, Pepper Jam, there's a whole list of affiliates. So you would want to look at the affiliates and determine which ones have the brands that you like. Let's say Lululemon is really going to appeal to your Get Fit Now followers. So you want to join the affiliate network that has Lululemon, and you're going to do a blog post on your favorite Lululemon leggings. When people, and the way you do it is you get the link from the affiliate and you put that link on your blog. So then when people click on the Lululemon leggings and buy them, you get paid. Now you get paid somewhere between 4 and 12% for everyone that buys. That's how you use affiliates. So some bloggers make all of their money just doing affiliate networking. The way you find an affiliate, if you're on Lululemon and you scroll to the bottom, they usually have a link that says affiliates. If you Google affiliate networks, you'll come up with a bunch, and I can also guide you on what the best way to do this is. The next icon is product placement within your blog and also within your newsletter. You have to disclose to your audience that you are getting paid on some product placement. So if, let's say, Bar Method leggings, they have a small legging line, you won't get Lululemon, they're too large, but you might get a small local company that makes leggings to pay you to blog about their leggings. Now, first of all, you want to believe in them. Don't ever sell your soul. If someone's paying you to blog about something that you don't believe in or you don't use or you haven't actually tried, don't do that. But if you go to the bar class and they give you a free pair of leggings to try and you love them, you might say to the bar class ABC, I would like to blog about your leggings and help you share them and give you a link for my followers to purchase them. Would you pay me $250 to do that? So that's product placement. The t-shirt represents swag. So a lot of bloggers have their own swag. As they get a following, they might do a contest and offer a Get Fit Now t-shirt for people who sign up for their newsletter, and they do a random draw. Or they might say, we want to follow you and how much how much weight you lift or how much body fat you lose or your BMI, or there are a million ways to have contests, and they can offer swag. They can also sell swag. So you could sell water bottles, t-shirts, you could sell weights with Get Fit Now on it. You could sell all kinds of stuff. And that's a way to get your name out in the public, is the swag that you have, but also the swag that you sell. The audience on the left, that icon represents events. So if you want to monetize your blog through events, you might have an exercise class. And certainly now, people like Airbnb are offering an easy way to have people sign up and pay you to join your exercise class. So let's say you're going to do a 3 times a week weightlifting, and you're going to charge $20 a person to join the weightlifting session. So you would have that event all online, and get paid to run a exercise, a weightlifting class or whatever class. I mean, people do it for yoga, everything else. All of this is being done now. You can also have an in-person class where people pay to come and meet you in the park and run through, your boot camp in the park. So by having events, and it doesn't have to just be an exercise class. Maybe you teach how to use Excel spreadsheets or how to use PowerPoint. And you can do that by computer or in person. You could use your local library and set up a class. You could set up a class on how to repair a motorcycle. So there are lots of ways that you could set up a class. Someone is asking, what is swag? Swag is anything with your logo on it. So you want to brand items that people would want. The next icon represents subscriptions, and I'm going to show you an example of a subscription. So you may have a blog where people have to subscribe to get your newsletter. So, I suggest having free, if you're going to do it this way, I suggest, and I'll show you an example where they have a free membership, they have a medium membership, and they have a premium membership. So each level you would get a different level of content. The price tag represents coupon codes. So coupon codes are for smaller businesses that might not be a member of a large affiliate. And I'll give you an example. At Venture Mom, we profiled 2 women who started a business called Lee Do Bedding. And they manufacture out of North Carolina a beautiful bedding for dorms and home. But they're not part of a bigger affiliate network. So when I interviewed them, I asked them if they would offer my followers a coupon code. And yes. So my followers go to bedding.com and put in Venture Mom 15 and get 15% off. Now, everyone that uses that coupon, Lee Do Bedding, checks, accounts for that and gives me, the blogger, 15% of all of the sales. So coupon codes are great to use for smaller vendors who might not be a part of a bigger network, but they can generate a great deal of income. I do it also with Golftini, which is a line of women's golf wear, and you get a % off, and then they pay me a % of all the income that I generate for them. The last icon, the shopping cart, represents a shop. So you can have a shop within your blog and on your website. You can have your own shop and set it up with Shopify. You can also have a Amazon page. So now I want to show you examples of everything I just talked about. And here I've gone through each of the items that I just covered. So I want to get back to in helping you get set up. I would set up your circle of income streams. Start with 1, and maybe you want to have no more than 4, and get each one of them creating income before you expand to others. So learn from other bloggers. So you want to look at what other bloggers are doing. And here's a blog that talks about motorcycles. So each of his blogs, he previews a different motorcycle or interesting kind of car-ish motorcycle. It's called Knee Slider. And if you look over on the right, he sells motorcycles. He has motorcycle parts, but I would venture that those are affiliates. He links to those affiliates. He probably doesn't house all of these motorcycles. Those are on eBay. So he may be getting a percent of getting these motorcycle owners to pay him to feature the motorcycles that he has on his site. So if you look at his toolbar, he's got articles, that's his blog. He's got motorcycles for sale, which he probably gets a percent of those, or he probably has some of his own. Motorcycle parts, that's his affiliate. Collectibles are all things related to motorcycles that he's selling or he's reselling. A Cup of Joe is a lifestyle blog. And lifestyle blogs, you can basically cover everything. So she covers style, design, food, travel, relationships, and motherhood. And she also has a shop. So when you go to her shop, she's got editor's picks. So, and you can see with the lifestyle blog, all kinds of things. And people do books. And I will guarantee that her books are through Amazon, because that's you don't want to it's so easy to set up your Amazon page. I would venture that the J. Crew Kidswear is through a affiliate network, as is, and you can see J. Crew, Masonette, Everlane, those are all and affiliates. The Lunchbox, that may be a coupon code, and the Candle Company, maybe that's a coupon code as well, or she's reselling for them. The food blogs are very popular, and Pinch of Yum provides recipes, but you can see in their toolbar, they talk about which is who they are. They have their recipes. Their blog is simply recipes each day or however often they post. And then they have a shop. And this is their Pinch of Yum shop. So you can see everything's in their lane. You want to stay in your lane. Pinch of Yum would not sell skincare. And that's what I mean by don't sell your soul, stay in your lane. Pinch of Yum it's all going to be food product, things you use for cooking, books about cooking, but you're not going to see a beauty product in their shop. It's not appropriate. And the other thing I want to point out on this page, if you look in the bottom right, is that they do have a Google ad. They've set up a banner box here for Google Ads, and it's a medication. So, and Google AdSense will determine which ad goes there, and every time someone clicks through, you get paid. And many people are comfortable with that. So this is another blog I like, Design Darling. She started in college, and her toolbar she has categories, contact, shop. So when she blogs, you can go directly to her website and shop the things she offers. And what she offers is she has things that she's created. She started her blog when she was in college. She lived in the city. She got engaged, got married. Now she has a baby. So she also has an Amazon page. And Amazon has made it so easy I have an Amazon page, and I put a lot of books and things that would what my audience would like. So if you look at Design Darling, there's a cute picture of her and her husband and baby, and Amazon allows you to categorize. So all of these items are found on Amazon, and she's got baby home camera because obviously she's taking a lot of pictures. She's got postpartum. She's got pregnancy items that she likes. She's got beauty, coffee table books, and fitness. Now, each one of these areas and each one of these items could be a blog post. So the number of content that you can have, maybe she writes a blog post on taking photographs of her child. And then she says, I loved this camera. Well, there's an opportunity to monetize something that you say in your blogs. So this is how someone's asking if you can use coupon codes through Amazon. I don't think so. I think the way that you get paid, if someone clicks through and buys this camera, you get a percent from Amazon. So, and that's how they work. It's a smaller percent. With coupon codes with a smaller business, the percentages are higher. So if it's a smaller company, I like to set up my own coupon codes, and Lee Do Betting is not on Amazon. So at Amazon, you get a lot of larger companies that you're able to sell from, things that you believe in and want to recommend to your audience without doing it through affiliate marketing. So a lot of bloggers are service providers, and this is an example of Esther Blum. She is a nutritionist. So she works one-on-one with clients and charges by the hour or by the program. But she can monetize her blog further than just her hourly, the number of hours that she works with clients. And so if you notice in her toolbar, she has Work With Me, which may have some classes that are online, but also her one-on-one in person or by phone or video. She also has books and products. So here are her online classes. She has Nutrition School for Families, and this is a 6-week online program to help families eat healthier, right? And it's instructed through PDFs, a cookbook, shopping list, and links to kitchen tools. And I guarantee you those kitchen tools are from her shop or an Amazon shop, and you can purchase this class from her. She also has Keep It Simple and Sane, which is a 30-day program. And these are all online programs. She's got Boost Your Energy in 7 days. And then this is her shop. This is Esther Blum's shop, Products I Love. So these either go to Amazon, or they go to, and in some cases, bloggers just send you to people's sites and they don't monetize the link. I mean, don't miss that opportunity. If there's a way for you to monetize this barley grass juice powder, I bet Amazon sells that. So if there's a way to link it to your Amazon store, absolutely do that. If they're not on Amazon and they're not a part of an affiliate, ask them if you can do a coupon code. The problem with coupon codes is you don't know how many of your followers bought the barley grass. You're relying on them to do the accounting for you and pay you. And you have to follow up with them and say, did anyone buy the barley grass? So it's better but let's just say you love the barley grass. Maybe you just say, go to them and buy it because they're a small business and you don't monetize the link. I suggest you have all of the above. Ridgely's Radar. She blogs, she's a lifestyle blog. So she has books, she has recipes, she has lifestyle, and she has shop. And what I want to show you, this is Ridgely's Radar, but what I've done is done a screenshot of her shop and the drop down. So if you want to shop her blog, you can check on blog and then link on blog. And then what she's done is she's categorized everything by accessories, beauty, decor. So if you're looking for fitness items that Ridgely's Radar recommends, click on fitness and you'll get just those items. She's also gone a step further. She says fashion finds under 100, and you have a link right there to her Amazon store. And then where she shops, she recommends various shops. One other way to monetize your blog is by speaking or getting asked to go places to speak. Stacy Bucas started a blog. She's into very high-end art and architecture and decor. So she started her blog not knowing where she was going to go. She built up such a great following that she is now paid to fly all over the world and speak at architecture and design and high-end gift venues. So if you just want to be a speaker, that's another way to monetize and get yourself out there. Same with Grown and Flown. These two women deal with launching your high school and college kids into the world. Their voice is all about college kids. So they've gotten a book deal and they speak all over the place and they're paid for that. So that's another way to monetize your blog. The Covey Club is for women who are reinventing their lives. And the way that she monetizes is through subscription. And I mentioned this earlier. So you can subscribe for free. You can subscribe for $9.99 a month to get a certain level of content, or you can subscribe for the year. And when you click on these, you'll know what they offer. So if you want to offer a subscription-based monetization with your with your blog, you can easily do that, and there are plenty of plugins that can help people sign up, and then each month you get your income from those people, but you have to deliver what you promised you deliver. Workout Mommy, this is Fitness Secrets from a Badass Single Mommy, and the way she monetizes, she sells fitness gear. So in a lot of her blogs, do you work out in your garage? So she will show you things that you can buy to set up your garage, and you link through and buy them from her Amazon page or from her shop page. You don't want to keep inventory. So she's not going to buy 20 sets of weights, try and sell them. It's all going to be drop ship, which is what Amazon's model is. Or if she's got a weight company that she's made a partnership with, she would get the order, the weight company would drop ship. So you want to drive traffic with your blog so that you can charge for all of these things, and obviously people will be on your site. So I want to go through a few ways that through your blog you can monetize. So this is an example of a project. So let's say this is a designer, and she's going to monetize several things by profiling, blogging about a project she has done. She's selling her design, certainly, but maybe she's selling the artwork here, right? And so she's going to represent this artist and get a percent of everyone who goes to see this artist. Maybe this unique black and white drum is a local artisan, and she's going to blog about that and tell people. She will put it on her site so people could buy that drum in multiple colors. So when you showcase a project on your blog, there are many ways to monetize this. Maybe she recommends the painter that did these beautiful walls, and she's going to get a management fee for bringing him in to paint your walls, or her followers. Before and afters are great. So Tiger Lilies is a local shop here in Connecticut, and they do a lot of blogs on before and after. So this is a way that they're monetizing. They furniture. So they're showing you in their blog that they did these beautiful stools, and then they're selling them. So they're monetizing a couple of ways. They're selling their stools. They're also getting you to come to the shop. Products. Ebu is a store, and they have blogged about these beautiful beads, and then you can go to their store and buy the beads. So everything is either in the store or online on their shop. And here's an example, and they probably use Shopify, which is the easiest software. I use Shopify. It's the easiest way to get set up. And you put multiple pictures, you put a description, you put the price, and Shopify allows you to track everything. It allows you to make returns very easily. I love it. It's very powerful. Blog about people. So let's say you have the motorcycle blog, and this wonderful woman with glasses bought a motorcycle. You could blog about that. In this case, she bought the bracelets. I'm using Ibu again here. And when you blog, you want to put your products in the blog. So the owner, this is the owner of Ibu, and she's blogging about going on a trip or touring a park, and she's showing the earrings that she wore and the bag that she carried. And I'm sure that tunic and those bracelets are also in her shop. So when you do this blog post, and I do this a lot, I do it once or twice a month, what would Venture Mom wear? And everything that's in this blog post is a link through to purchase, either from my shop, through a coupon code, or on my Amazon page, or through an affiliate. So these, through those four things, every link I have in my What Would Venture Mom Wear is a link that is monetizing itself. The same with the blog post on the right, Look to the Sky. So she sells the dress, the shirt, the bracelets, the bag, and she's talking about how you would wear this. I mean, I talk about what would Venture Mom wear for an outing. What would Venture Mom wear for Mother's Day? So I would show a dress, the earrings, a bag, the shoes. So there's a local shop that I get a percent of. There's, the shoes are through an affiliate with Nordstrom. The bag is a drop ship situation. So everything I'm showing, I've put it together in a fun way for my audience. And then I want them to be able to buy it. And I certainly want to get paid on that. Here's the motorcycle guy again. And you can see, here's another profile of a motorcycle. And then here's some of his collectibles for sale. It's a Harley Davidson bandana. So I go back to your ways to make money blogging. And again, if you email me, I will send you this, and I'll send you my top 10 favorite ways to make money with a blog. And you can reach me at info@venturemom.com to get that. So I want you to enjoy the process. Again, I remind you, disclose that you do get paid on some of the products that you talk about and some of your click-throughs. Don't sell your soul. Stay true. Stay in your lane. Stay in what you care about. Again, the motorcycle guy is not going to talk about beauty products. He might talk about sunscreen, but even that is a stretch. And I would just say have fun. Someone's asking for my email again. It's info, INFO, @venturemom.com. I would love for you to follow my blog, sign up for my newsletter. I'm here to help you, and I would love to hear from you. And I'd love to answer some questions now.
Okay, that's great, Holly. When we do have lots of questions, and so we'll use the remaining time for our questions, and we'll take as many as we can up until 1 o'clock. Just as a reminder, if you want to submit a question, please use the chat feature. You can access that by hovering in the bottom of your screen and then clicking on chat. Holly, I think we'll start. We have a couple of questions along these lines about how many followers or page views do you need to monetize? And related to that, is there a minimum number of site visitors that you need to reach out to advertisers? And so I think people are looking for guidance on volumes there.
Well, if you want Coca-Cola to advertise with you, you need, a million followers. Think Taylor Swift, right? But, my whole thing is to start small. If you build a following in your community, like the Get Fit Now example, where they're reviewing exercise studios in your area, I know of lots of blogs, kids blogs, what to do with your kids. They make between $2,000 and $5,000 a month having local restaurants and kids things and kids clothes and gyms and birthday party people advertise on their blog. So certainly if you want, Coca-Cola to advertise with you, you need 1 million. But the point I'm making to you is you can make a really nice living with, if you have 500 followers, maybe you charge $100 an ad and go from there. I mean, it's all about the followers. You want to build your followers, find your followers.
Okay, that's great. The next one I think is more of a clarification. You did talk early on about charging $250 for companies to advertise, and it was the clarification on this question was, is that a monthly fee or a one-time fee? Can you just maybe
Well,
clarify that?
you might say you can make up your own deals. You might say, listen, for $250, it's one time in my newsletter. But if you pay me $350, I'll give you 3 posts in my newsletter over the next 3 weeks. So you can set up however you want your advertising, and I can send you examples. And also, if you go on other websites and they have a link that says advertising, you can look at how they charge.
Great, that's great advice. Here's a question on demographics. Do you have any advice on how you would find or target a particular demographic?
Sure. And that's a whole nother webinar on finding your following, because what you want to, once your blog is up and running, you want to go on Instagram and Facebook and start communicating with blogs in your space and start cross marketing and sharing with them, so that so let's say you're a fitness blog and you find the top 5 fitness blogs in your area. You want to start communicating with those bloggers and maybe cross promote so that followers will become your followers.
Okay, that's great. Very, very helpful. Next question is around affiliates, and the question really is can you define that the term affiliate, and next related to that, how would you go about finding them?
Well, a lot of it is you have to do a lot of work online. I mean, you can Google. I missed the beginning of your question, but I'm assuming you're asking how you find your followers. And
Holly, the first part was, can you just define the term affiliate? They want a clarification on what you mean by an affiliate, and then secondary, how to find them.
Oh, affiliates. Okay. So affiliates they're affiliated with you. You're affiliated with them. So I'll use Nordstrom as an example. If you go on Nordstrom.com and you scroll down to the bottom of their site, there's a link that says affiliates or affiliate network. You go on there and you sign up. So then let's say you want to post the leggings on your fitness blog. You pull the link from Nordstrom and you post that link so that when people click through and buy the leggings, Nordstrom tracks that came from you and pays you a % of each sale that you generate.
And that's helpful, because there's a question that's related to that, and it says, when people click through and buy, how do you know, and how do you know the company, in your example, Nordstrom, will pay you the right amount? Is that tracked automatically?
It's tracked automatically. And the big companies, they do a great job of it. I think I mentioned earlier, the smaller companies where you have coupon codes, you have to follow up and you have to trust that they're tracking it. The big companies like Nordstrom, they track appropriately.
Okay. This next question is about your website, and the observation is that they notice you have different vendors from pets to fashion, and how do you get the vendors to sign up, since your interests are quite varied? Also, do you find that people really click on Google banners?
Well, I don't like Google banners and I don't use them on my site. My mission is to support women-owned businesses and women who've started out of thin air. So I profile women in all areas, from pet products to food products to clothing products and I do services too. And so my goal is then and my niche is really like the trunk shows or the holiday boutiques. and they are not part of large affiliates. So I've set up my own marketplace for these types of vendors that sell at trunk shows and holiday boutiques. And so that's why I cover a broad range of, so my followers are women, affluent women who shop. So it would be like what you would find at your local boutique.
Okay, that's great. There's this is a little different kind of question. It's regarding a consulting business, and this person plans to blog about their consulting business and post content related to it. And the question is, do affiliates or events offer commissions for consulting? And does Amazon pay commission if people buy books through your blog?
Oh
So,
yeah, Amazon, absolutely. If you look on my Amazon page, which is venturemom.amazon.com, I think, and you buy a book, I get a percent of what I sell in my Amazon page. In terms of consulting, the angle for that blog, you want to talk about clients you've worked with. And I would have to know more about what you're consulting on to direct you and how to monetize that.
okay, that's great. Here's one you might have covered it when you're talking about coupon codes, but the question is fairly straightforward. Can you do coupon codes through Amazon?
I don't think so. I think Amazon, you set up your page and everything you're selling, it's effectively a coupon code. And it's better, the way Amazon offers you, you sell their book, they give you a percent. That's easy, so much easier than trying to set up a coupon code. Coupon codes are kind of, I get a great income from lead do betting and golf teeny wear. That's my audience. And they aren't a part of a large affiliate, and I have their buyers, so they're happy to do that.
Here's a question that many people might be thinking about is how many hours a day or a week do you invest in blogging?
How many hours do you have? You know what? This is why you have to love what you do. I really love it. And, some weeks it's more than others. The beautiful thing about a blog, and I covered this in blogging for beginners, is you can queue it up. So when you have a lot of time and can write your blogs and get them together, queue them up over the course of the month. Then you can take the month off. But the thing about blogging, if you love it, it becomes so addictive. The gal who goes all around the country to speak, she used to be sitting on her computer at 11 o'clock and her husband would say, come to bed already. And, you just get so into it and it's so much fun that, it can be as little or as much as you want to put into it.
Yeah, I agree. There's no right answer on that one. Here we have a couple questions on disclosure. The first one, I'll give them both to you. One is, do you have any examples of how people disclose that they get paid? And is there a good way to tell your readers you are being paid through an affiliate? Is there certain wording or verbiage that you'd use?
Sure. It should be at the bottom of your blog. In fact, it should state, and if you look at what other bloggers are doing, they state, Venture Mom, and it might be in your terms of service as well. Venture Mom may get paid on some of the items that we recommend. As simple as that. Look at what other people are doing and do the same.
I know during your during remarks you talked that this could be a whole new webinar, but we do have a couple of questions here on how to build followers and how you get followers. So maybe just any high level comments on that.
So you want to network online, and that's where you follow other bloggers in your space. You want to network on Instagram. And this comes, you need to have all of your social media channels. So let's say, my example, Get Fit Now, and you've got a little barbell and that's your logo and your colors are black and red. So you want to have an Instagram, a Facebook, and a Twitter, and let's say you preview, ABC bar class, and you're going to use that same post, the same content across all of your channels. And then, so you want to reach out to other fitness blogs and Instagram people, and you want to say, Get Fit Now loves your post on weightlifting. So everyone that follows that other blogger sees Get Fit Now likes this post. Who's Get Fit Now? I'm going to go check them out and follow them, because that's in your space, right? So that's networking online. Networking in person, go to networking events, reach out to your friends and family. A lot of it is marketing. When you start a blog, you want to tell every single person you know, please follow my blog, and tell your friends and family to follow my blog. It's all about fitness and weightlifting and eating right. So there is an art to finding your followers.
Okay, that's great. Here's one again about I think affiliates and selling through. Do you use contracts to do that, or like how do you go about these agreements or documenting the arrangements that you have for getting
Okay,
in?
with affiliates, it's all online. There are no contracts with the shops, and you do have to get approved. Like J. Crew will not approve you unless you have 10,000 followers. But a lot of them don't care. They will just say, so you apply. So let's say you become a part of Ratcon affiliate network, and then you click off, 20 exercise clothing stores that you want to be affiliated with. Well, Lululemon may have a threshold. You have to have at least 1,000 followers, but ABC leggings may not. So you're going to get certain vendors as you grow, and it's all done online. It's just you join the network, and they tell you what you're going to get paid by Lululemon and ABC leggings, and then you pull that link. Nordstrom does the same. Contracts, if you're doing coupon codes, like I have it's a loose contract with Golftini and Lead Do Betting. We know what our percent is. I check with them every quarter and say, did we get any sales? Please send me my check. And they're going to honor that. And most people are honest because I promote them. I'm bringing them sales, so they're going to pay me.
Okay, very, very, very helpful, I think. A couple questions on advertising here. First one is, where are the best places to advertise, and how do you advertise your blog? And related to that, is it worth spending money on Facebook ads and Google or Instagram?
So it is. And I don't advertise my blog. I think you're out in the world meeting people in your space. What I would do is, if you wrote, let's say you're Get Fit Now, and you wrote a great blog post on weightlifting, and you put it on your Instagram feed, and then you promoted that on your Facebook and Instagram, it can be so inexpensive. You're promoting great content. So people then see that, click on, and follow you.
Okay, great. A couple questions on video. Are blogs more popular if they include video? Is video necessary on blogs and newsletters?
It's not necessary, but it's so much fun. I mean, I love doing video. I interview women who have started their own blog. Women who've started their own businesses. So for example, a woman who has a furniture store, and she was having a sale. So I stand there with someone holding the iPhone and say, hi, I'm Holly Hurd Venture Mom, and this is Susie Smith, and she founded this fabulous furniture refinishing shop, and she's actually having a warehouse sale. So if you want to come by, here's where it is. Or I might say, she started this business because her husband loved to collect old furniture. And it just, you want your audience to know who you are, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's part of who you are, right? Your audience is going to get to know you and want to see you all the time. So it doesn't have to be professional. I use my iPhone. I see someone asking, does the video have to be professional? It doesn't. And on my press page, I have a fantastic shot of me that I was speaking at an entrepreneurial event. And, I was just able to talk about what Venture Mom was. And I edited it, shortened it, and threw it up on my site, because then people can actually see who you are, how you talk, and what means, what your mission is, why you're doing this. So I love a video.
Okay. You in your earlier remarks, you talked about people that are making like $2,000 to $5,000 a month, and we have a question here on how long does it take to get that level of sales? And there's likely no right answer to that, but any advice that you can share?
Well, I think if you have a certain niche, so I think about a local blog here, and they blogged about activities to do with kids. And they, put up flyers at all of the local shops where mothers would be walking in with their strollers. They local fairs and handed out flyers and took down email addresses. And then they do a blog about activities for kids. And so you could see who their advertisers would be. And then they went to the play space for kids, the art place for kids, and handed them a flyer and say, hey, I'd like to promote you. And we have an introductory rate of $250 for three blog posts or 3 ads on our blogs. And they built it from there, and it all plays on itself, because then the shop's going to follow you, the people that go to the shop are going to follow you, and you build your following, and then you advertise for these people. So you could it depends on how popular and how much you want to work to, you get out there, and you could do it with simple flyers and wandering the streets of your town.
Okay. That's great. We do a time for a couple more. We're talking about videos and imagery. We have a question here on what sites do you like to use for royalty-free imagery for your blog posts, and what about crediting sources?
You should credit sources. I use free images. I go on Google and I say images for man writing at a desk. I did that that one that you're looking at now, and those are free. Google images are free. If I'm doing a specific marketing, I'm launching a couple of things coming up, and I wanted women in white t-shirts, and I did have to buy Shutterstock, iStock. If you Google what you're looking for, then you'll see who has what you're looking for, and then you can go to those sites and buy them.
Okay, that's great. Let me see here. When becoming an affiliate, is the link to the partner seller for a single item or for the partner seller's site in general?
It's for a single item.
Okay, that's a great clarification there. I think I'm just looking to see whether
someone asked about the blog and then the website. I believe in having a blog integrated into your website so that it's venturemom.com rather than blogspot.venturemom.com, and then you can have a shop page, or you could have a link to your Amazon page.
Yeah, I think that's great. And the other suggestion I would make, I think you covered that quite a bit last week in blogging for beginning, and so I think I would suggest that if people want to know more about that, they could listen to the recording of your session last week. So I think that's all the time we have for questions today. There've been a really wide range of questions, and so At this point in time, I just want to give you a reminder that the webinar has been recorded, and you can see the slides and hear the audio via the recording on our website within about the next 48 hours. And the website is fairfieldcounty.score.org. Our next live webinar will be on Tuesday at 11 a.m. And the topic is The Secret to Accelerating Your Business for Maximum Growth, with Christopher Salem presenting. And again, if you want free one-on-one counseling, you can use the link on the screen, or you can go to our website and request the mentor. Please fill out your evaluations at the end. They're very helpful to us. And on behalf of SCORE, I would like to thank everyone for attending our live webinar today, and a special thank you to Holly for presenting today. So stay well, everyone, and have a great day.